it was a good weekend. You know, we had the opportunity to work on some things. Again, we started out a little slow on the first game, getting a feel for you know, the pitchers. There was not a lot of speed. So, you know, when you face somebody that doesn't throw very hard, it took us a while to adjust to that. But then we got rolling in the second and third game. We played very well. We really played up to our potential. And we were cruising. In the fourth game, we ran into a roadblock. We were up 7-1, and then all of a sudden we had a couple situations that didn't go our way. We had a runner that got hit by a bunt. The officials didn't see it, and that's okay. We have to play through that. But we got a little complacent, so all of a sudden it's 7-7. There's a home run with 2 people on, so tied up 7-7, and I think we pressed a little bit. We were not comfortable because we haven't been in that position. So we pressed, we started to swing at a lot of bad pitches, and you know, once we regained our composure again and Kins was back to her normal self, she came in and did really well. And I think we were fortunate to come out with a win, but our thought is if we can learn a lesson and win a game, that's a lot better than losing a game and learning that lesson. So we're happy with it. Well, you know, Black Hill's been playing better, you know, and I say that every week. I know that we don't want to take anybody. We respect everybody that's coming in. They're a college team, so we expect them to give us their best shot. A lot of those teams are playing for their season, you know, and beating us may make their season. So we've got to be prepared. We've got to do the things that again, we're capable of doing, playing the softball that we can play. And I think we'll be okay, but again, we can't get into a record. We can't look at it and say they're not supposed to be very good. We've got to go out and you know, take control of the game, do the things that we're capable of doing. I thought it was a great opportunity. I really did. We talked about it in the seventh inning, I guess, when it was tied, and I said, you know, this is where we want to be. We need to see what kind of character we have. What are we going to do in adversity? And I said, we really need to relax. We need to slow everything down, try and put it in perspective. We know if the best team's supposed to win, we're going to be okay. But if we continue to struggle and stress, we're going to have trouble. So I think it really benefited us. I really do. I think the girls were starting to mesh, talk about it, you know, gain a little bit more composure. So I'm hoping down the road that we can go back to that game and use that as a stepping stone.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Coach, especially with me personally. Like, I didn't have great pitch selection, so knowing that it didn't work out for me then, if it comes to that point again where it's a tough situation, runner's on, and I need to get a base hit, I know to like calm down more, take that situation, just look at it, and just, like he said, don't press. Just wait for a pitch to hit, something you can drive, and so you can score a couple runners here and there. Yeah, I definitely have a lot to learn still about pitch selection and all that, because I know they won't pitch to me as much as they would have last year or the year before. So I think from last year I've done better, but I know I can get better. Because there's a lot more season left, and I know even now they won't pitch to me even more because they've seen what I could do. So I really just have to stay patient in the box. I might get one pitch, or at least the first at bat I might get something, and then after that maybe not. But we have great hitters before me, after me, so we really have no holes in our lineup. So it's hard to pitch around anyone in our lineup.
I do. I really think that it's important that again, to go into every series and treat every team as the best opponent that you have coming up, and really go at it and don't play the score. And I'm constantly telling our players, I don't care what the score is at the end, because the way it works, we have to score 1 before we score 5. And sometimes we get a little anxious because we know these are teams we're supposed to take care of. And when you do that, you're going to have trouble. You're going to think about, if our first 2 aren't getting on base, then our middle hitters are thinking, geez, I've got to hit a home run. I've got to be able to get you know, something done. And we start to press a little. We've really got to let the game come to us. And it really doesn't matter who you play. They're out to beat you. They're out there to give you your best game. And the further the game goes at a lower score, the more they believe that they have a chance. So that's why we're trying to make sure that no matter what the score is, we think we have an opportunity to win. We've just got to find what's going to work for us and then really capitalize.